You see, the mind is a dangerous place, twists reality, feeds you lies, makes you trust what was never real. And you believed it. You handed your heart to someone who never even saw its value. That was your first mistake. And now, as they drift away, as if you were nothing, you need to understand something. They won't find peace after losing you. They don't see it yet, but the second they let you go, they signed their own downfall. You were their balance, their grounding force, the calm in their chaos, and they discarded you like you didn't matter. It's almost pathetic, isn't it? How blind they were to the gold they held, how easily they tossed it aside, thinking the world had better waiting for them. But the world is cruel, and soon they'll discover the bitter truth. No one else will ever be you. You weren't just another person. You were a storm, a wildfire, a mirror they couldn't hide from. And when they left, they didn't just lose you. They lost a part of themselves. That truth, it'll haunt them, quietly, constantly, until the weight of their mistake crushes them. It's strange how people think they can outrun the choices they make, how they believe they can walk away from the wreckage without scars. But life, it doesn't forget. Every choice, every betrayal, it always comes back, every single time. The price, and oh, the price they'll pay for losing you, it won't ever end. They'll wake in the middle of the night, eyes wide open, staring at the dark ceiling, that same hollow ache digging into their chest. They'll walk through life, surrounded by people, drowning in noise, but they won't feel anything, not the way they did when you were there, because you were the one who lit the fire in their cold heart. You were the only one who saw the shadows in them, the flaws, the chaos, and still stayed. And now they'll never find that again. Oh, they'll search desperately, but nothing will ever come close. The emptiness they carry isn't just about losing you, it's about losing themselves. They thought they could just walk away, that you were nothing more than a temporary page in their story. But what they didn't see is that they became part of your story too, a story they can't erase. Now that story is hollow, and so are they. They'll look for you in every stranger's eyes. They'll try to numb the void with distractions, with shallow connections, but it won't work, because no one will ever see them the way you did. No one will, except the darkness, the cracks, the broken pieces, the way you once did. No one will stand by them when the mask slips. That was your gift, and they'll never understand it. They thought walking away was power, but in truth, they walked away from the only peace they ever had. And now they'll spend a lifetime chasing what they threw away. No one else can ever give them what you gave, and they will never find it again. It's not about pride, it's not about revenge, and it's definitely not about you trying to make them feel anything. No, it's about the weight they now carry, deep inside, the haunting truth that they lost something rare, something irreplaceable, and they'll never hold it again. They won't ever find peace after losing you, because peace, real peace, was something you gave them freely even when they didn't deserve it. And now it's gone, gone forever. And as the days pass, that emptiness will only grow heavier. They'll keep pretending, they'll smile for the world, tell themselves over and over that they're better without you. But late at night, in those silent hours, when the noise fades, they'll know, they'll feel it. No matter how many faces they surround themselves with, no matter how many people they try to substitute for you, the void will always be there. The emptiness will follow them like a shadow, creeping into every quiet moment. And no matter how hard they fight it, they'll never taste peace again. The truth will dawn slowly, not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it will come. And when it does, there will be no escape. They'll be left standing in the ruins of their own choices, haunted by the echo of your absence. The only person who truly saw them, who loved them without conditions, is gone, and they will never find their way back to you. They'll try, oh they'll try, they'll grasp for anything to numb the ache. Another smile, another hand, another fleeting moment of comfort. But every time they reach out, every time they try to build something new, every new connection they chase, every fleeting touch, it will all carry the sting of your absence, sharp, unforgiving, endless. They won't be able to outrun it, because this was never just about missing someone, never just about the shared laughter, or the quiet moments. It was about what you meant to them. You weren't just a person. You were their mirror, their reflection in its rawest form. You saw them, the real them, not the polished mask they parade around, not the lies they tell the world, but the shattered, imperfect soul beneath it all. And when they chose to walk away, they didn't just lose you, they discarded the only person who ever truly saw them, who stood by them, flaws and all, and still chose to love them. And that is the ache that will haunt them. It's not the emptiness of missing someone, it's the brutal truth that no one else will ever love them that way again. Others might come and go, but no one will fill the space in their heart the way you once did. And that's when the cracks will appear, when the laughter fades, when the nights grow heavier, when the silence becomes unbearable. They'll feel it, they'll try to silence the whispers, but deep down they'll know the truth will gnaw at them. From the inside, they lost something they can never replace. The regret won't come crashing down all at once. No, it will build slowly, quietly, like water rising, inch by inch, until one day they'll drown in it, drown in the agony of realizing they gave away their one shot at real peace. And the cruelest part, they'll know it was their own hand that caused it. They made the choice. They picked the temporary high over the one soul who would have stood by them forever, over the forever kind of love. And now they'll never touch that peace again. Not ever. Every time they face the mirror, the truth will glare back at them. The person they lost wasn't someone they could just walk away from. You were never a temporary stop, never a forgettable chapter. You were their chance, their one shot at redemption, a calm, at the kind of love most people spend lifetimes chasing. But they missed it, they shattered it, and now they carry that weight every single day. They'll try to outrun it. They'll bury themselves in work, in meaningless connections, in the chaos of life itself. They'll hide behind smiles, behind forced laughter, telling the world and themselves that they're fine, that they don't need you. But when the world quiets down, when darkness wraps around them and they're alone with nothing but their thoughts, that's when the truth will hit hard. That's when the sting of their own choices, the suffocating weight of regret, will claw its way back in. And eventually, they'll ask themselves, was it worth it? Was it worth turning away from the one soul who gave them everything? The one who would have stood by them through every storm, through every fire? Was it worth trading something rare, something raw and real, for temporary comfort? They'll ask, but by then, the answer won't matter, because you'll be gone, long gone. And that regret, it will eat them alive. They'll glance at their new relationships, at all the noise and faces that now surround them, and deep down, they'll know nothing will ever come close to what they had with you. They'll search desperately for that spark, for that depth, for that sense of being truly seen, but it will never come. It's like trying to replace a priceless masterpiece with something hollow, something cheap, something that can never fill the space they once abandoned. Counterfeit, it might look convincing from afar, but up close it's nothing but a cheap imitation, and they'll feel it every single time. But the worst part, they'll never be able to say it out loud. They'll never be able to look you in the eye and admit the truth, because doing that would mean facing their own failure. It would mean admitting that they were the ones who let you go. And some people, some fragile, wounded souls, just can't face that kind of truth. They can't stand in front of the wreckage they caused and admit they were the ones who shattered something real. So instead, they'll live in denial. They'll pretend it was meaningless, pretend you didn't matter, but deep inside, they'll be tearing apart. They'll be broken in ways words can't fix, and they'll carry that hidden wound forever. You see, life doesn't hand out second chances when something precious is destroyed. There's no reset button for betrayal. When someone loses a soul like yours, when they throw away love that pure, the damage is irreversible. They can't go back. The person who once stood by their side, the one who loved them without conditions, who saw through every flaw and still stayed, will be gone for good. And as life pushes them forward, they'll come to a darker realization. The emptiness inside them isn't just because they lost you, it's because in losing you, they lost themselves. They let pride win. They let ego poison everything. They ran from vulnerability and pushed away the one heart that could have helped them heal, the one soul who could have led them out of their own darkness. And now they're left to live with that brutal truth forever, clinging to them like a shadow that never fades away. And every time they think they're finally free, every time they convince themselves they've moved on, life will remind them of the truth. It will strike in the quietest, smallest moments, a scent in the air, a song on the radio, a place that once held laughter. And in those fleeting seconds, the truth will crash down on them like a wave they lost, something they'll never reclaim, and it will break them inside. Peace? No, they'll never know peace. After losing you, not the real kind, not the kind born from healing, from release, from truly letting go. The peace they seek will always be hollow, shallow, temporary. They'll bury themselves in empty pursuits, distractions that dull the ache for a while, but deep down, deep in the quiet of their hearts, they'll remember. They'll know they lost the one person who carried their true peace. And the saddest part, they'll never tell you, never apologize, never make it right, because by the time the truth settles in, it'll be far too late. So they'll carry that regret through every day, haunted by the weight of their own choices. They'll try to fill the emptiness with noise, with faces, with moments, but the hollow space will stay. And one day, they'll face the hardest truth of all. That peace was never out there. It lived in you, and now they lost it forever.